everybody knows about Trump's paramilitary dark stormtroopers, as they've been lovingly nicknamed, that are going on rampant, running rampant in Portland, beating the absolute mess out of protesters, defending federal property, and tear gassing moms, children, batoning like 3-year-olds in the shin just because they feel like it, just walking up and absolutely obliterating people. I remember I'm not sure if I can show it on stream, but I remember I saw a video of a protester who was clubbed over the head violently, like Sergeant Grug, the cop, walked up, clubbed this man over the head, like ooga ooga type shit. All right, he fell to the ground, and the rest of the police charged to the rest of the protesters there. And as they walked by, every cop wanted to get their clubbing in. You know, he was reeling in pain on the ground. Cops walked up. The wild Trump's federal police officers walked past him and just beat him. Just give him one good love tap. On his way out, right? So these are the people we're messing with. So one of the people who's at the head, leading this like wild, dark, unnamed masked militia group around is Chad Wold. And Chad Wold, because I've never heard of the man before, is the acting secretary for the Department of Homeland Security, which is apparently supposed to be securing our homeland, but it is doing the opposite. So he was on Fox News the other night to give his little take on what he and his administrate and what he and his in his department are doing with the orders that he's giving to these police officers, to these federal police officers, as they go around terrorizing civilians who are protesting near federal property. If it's going to play, are you not gonna? Oh my gosh, I hate Twitter.
Have to take a stand.
Yeah, I mean, we're watching scenes right now of people using sledgehammers. The least of the aggressiveness is the gross graffiti that is just everywhere, all over these buildings. I mean, a message is a message, and a message can be very powerful, but defacing public property is against the law, correct?
So, one step here, okay? So what have we learned? The protesters are doing horrible things. They're holding sledgehammers. They look really mean. And their worst offense, one of the worst offenses that they've committed is graffiti on public property. I know, so horrible, absolutely disgusting. Unless it's that like explosive paint. You anybody ever play like Arkham City, the Arkham series of games? You know, when Batman walks up to a wall and like spray paints that like a bat in like explosive gel, and then it like blows up. Unless the protesters are doing something like that, I don't really care about this. Okay, in a country, all right, in a society that's based off that was founded from political violence, where we like tarred and feathered the tax man, where we dump like mountains of boxes of tea into the Boston harbor, where we waged a literal war against our like founding country because we were really angry at the price of paper and tea going up. This is how our country was founded. Our like rage against the government, like in being mad against the government, defacing government property. That's quintessential American, but they don't like it. Let's see what he has to say.
Absolutely. Anytime that you attack a federal facility, such as a courthouse there in Portland, that is a federal crime. Attacking federal police officers, law enforcement officers, which they have done for 52 nights in a row, is a federal crime. And so the department, because we don't have that local support, that local law enforcement support, we are having to go out and proactively arrest individuals. And we need to do that because we need to hold them accountable. This idea that they can attack federal property and law enforcement officers and go to the other side of the street and say, you can't touch me, is ridiculous. We don't do that in any other type of law enforcement. We pursue a criminal, we investigate, we pull them over if you have probable cause, we arrest them, we charge them, and we prosecute them.
Okay, listen, all right? I'm not sure if anybody caught that. What he said was, since since the local police officers are not helping us, what we're doing is proactively arresting people. Have you taken that in yet? Proactively arresting people, just like even before they've committed a crime. That's why you see these videos of people just protesting and then getting swooped up by this paramilitary group, like unbadged, masked men, throwing them into unmarked cars. This is what you see. And this is how you know it's coming from the top. It's not just like random cops. This is a policy implemented by them. The cruelty is the point. So you can't do this. If you haven't known, you can't do this. And this is why the federal government has many lawsuits pending against them, many from the ACLU, about how they are violating our basic human rights when it comes to being arrested and being just generally stopped. When it comes to when it comes to police, all right, you just can't like walk up and do that. And it's really interesting. It's really interesting how you see like conservatives sleep on this. You know, like conservatives are just like, I don't care. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. You know, just like absolutely oblivious. Well, not oblivious. They're absolutely just like uncaring when it comes to all of this because they don't care about law and order. The DHS is absolutely foregoing law and order. That's why they have so many lawsuits pending against them. That's why this is such a big story, because this fundamentally goes against all of what like America believes in when it comes to due process and our relationship with the law. But, you know, who cares if it's our guys, those dang dirty Antifa super soldier terrorists going around throwing rocks at our local police precinct. I always think it's so funny, right? It's super funny how the right loves to like LARP. They love LARPing. If you haven't noticed, LARPing is their favorite thing in the world. It's a national pastime when it comes to reactionaries and conservatives, like on the internet, in no matter where. I remember I had a friend. I'm not friends with them anymore. I had a friend, and their dad, their real dad, bio dad, not the dad that they're living with, because that dad was a piece of garbage. But he, you know, a dad. He on his home got a plaque to put on his front door. It said, here in this house, we love the Second Amendment. Yes, it was spelled amendments, not amendments. He misspelled the entire thing and still got it shipped and still put it up without even paying attention that it was on in the front of his home. He put it up without even remembering, without even noticing that it was spelled wrong. But anyways, they'll like LARP and they'll like listen to their Fox News about how the country is delving off a cliff into the decrepit pit of degeneracy, and they're polishing their rifles while in their rocking chairs, waiting for the taco truck to drive by so they can put a couple bullet holes in it. They're waiting for the okay from the White House or whatever to go shoot up their local DMV. Like they'll have these Second Amendment rallies no matter where, talking about a tyrannical government telling them to wear masks. But once the police, the real police, the president of the United States is sending off unmarked rampant police officers who are going around swooping up protesters, proactively arresting people on the street who are around federal buildings, gassing American citizens, doing all these things to our populace. No matter what you believe, if you were actually principled in these stances, this is 100% your time to get out there and start doing something. I'm not saying you should start like shooting anything. Listen, we're very against political violence here. But like protest, do anything besides cheer and like joyfully giggle as you watch American citizens be hauled off under no probable cause by unmarked police officers? You really think that the people, the like tyrannical government, Second Amendment people would be the first ones out there in force talking about this? But they're not. They're quiet. I wonder why.